For the sets and reps in this workout, just check out the description below the YouTube video. So this is a core circuit. When I'm talking about core, I'm meaning anything below the rib cage and above the waistline, all the way around. So the abs, the obliques, the muscles in your side, and in the lower back. So the first exercise we're going to do is a plank. So set your elbows underneath your shoulders. It's really important that you squeeze your abs as tight as you can. I'm just giving a couple of variations there. Just the static one where you just hold in position, or the moving plank where you put your hands where your elbows were, just going up and down. If you have a look at my lower back, that doesn't move on that one. That's the goal there. Next one is a twisting movement. It's a kneeling wood chop. So both knees at 90 degrees. Holding a weight. You can do this with no weight to start with, but I've just got a 5 kilo plate there. And the movement comes through my midsection, comes through my core. You can see my shoulders are fixed. And it's that twisting movement. It's really important that you strengthen in twisting movements, because they are the types of movement that injure people. So if you're not used to twisting, you do everything straight in front, and then you're out on a job and you have to twist all of a sudden. That's when backs get pulled. So it's important to strengthen in this position. So take it nice and slow. Keep your hips fixed and your knees at 90 degrees, and make sure that movement comes from the waist, comes from the core, and not just from the shoulders. So that's the kneeling wood chop. The next exercise in this circuit is a side bridge. So lying in a straight line, shoulder wants to be pressed away from your ear, so you're activating the shoulders. So it doubles up as a shoulder exercise too. The other option here, we can add a little bit of rotation. So with a free hand, you're going to reach underneath your body and then reach up to the roof. The alternate version of this one, if you want to make it a little bit easier, I don't do it in this video, but you can bend your knees and lift up from your knees instead of your feet. Like on the plank, your body wants to be rock solid. Don't let your hips drop down. And like I said at the start, it's really important to keep your shoulders pushed away from your ears, so you're activating the muscles around the shoulder. On the next exercise, we're back up on our feet. This is called a windmill. So you're going to start with your feet underneath your hips. I'm turning my left foot slightly out to the side, right hand goes in the air, and I'm going to initiate the movement by pushing my hips towards my right, and then reaching my left hand down the inside of my leg. It takes a little bit of flexibility. If you haven't got enough flexibility to get all the way down to the floor, then that's fine. Just go as low as you can. But I'm pushing my hips out and leaning and reaching down the inside of my leg. So alternate side, right foot turns out, left hand goes up in the air, and I'm pushing my hips to the left, reaching my right hand down on the inside of my leg. If you wanted to load this exercise, make it a little bit harder, you could hold a weight in the hand that's up in the air. As you lean, your knees are going to be slightly bent, but the main movement is coming from the waist. So 2 more exercises. This next one, it's called a hollow body. Really great static exercise for strengthening up the midsection. First up, you're going to get onto the floor, tuck yourself into a ball. It's really important that your shoulders are off the floor. So the step 1, let go and maintain that position. Step 2, straighten one leg out. If that's okay, straighten the next leg out. If you're still feeling strong, then put your arms above your head. It's important that you do not break any tension through the midsection. So you pick which position you can maintain the most tension through the midsection. You're better off starting in the tuck. You see there, I've relaxed. That's what we don't want to happen. Keep your abs squeezed on tight. So you're better off starting in the easiest version. And then the final exercise is the opposite one to the hollow. It's the arch. So we're lying face down. First up, just lift your chest off the floor and hold in that position. Feet are still down, arms by your side. You can make it a little bit harder now by lifting your chest and your feet off the floor, and you can make it harder still by reaching your arms out in front of you. Squeeze your backside as tight as you can on this one and keep your chest lifted.